All right, our next move, now that we've made documents, you can format the text, you can add images. I'm going to do something I like to do that helps organize the page and organize information, especially if you're going to share this with students later on. So I'm going to make a new document, new Google Docs. I'm still in the US History folder. And here's my new document. And I'm going to call this one 13 Colonies Worksheet. And again, I'll title it up here. So the titling is pretty important because if you don't, you're going to have a whole mess of documents cleverly titled Untitled Document. And it won't even make it Untitled Document 1, Untitled Document 13. It'll just say Untitled Document, and it's possible to have a big giant list. Ask your students. They've probably already done it. So what I want to do is for my 13 colonies, let's go and insert an image again. Search 13 colonies. I'll pick a different one this time. Oh, so many choices. Let's go with this guy. So there are the 13 colonies. I'm going to make it small. Oh, actually, read closely, it's in French. Les 13 colonies. All right, so what I want to do next is underneath this, I would like to make a little worksheet for the kids, and I'm going to do this by creating a table. So a table will break up your page into kind of predefined sections, and you get to define them. So this is much easier to do than just adding it, asking the kids to do this, and you get this mess of information that's not in the right way you want it. Here, I accidentally set that. So I want to set my size of my table. So I want the colony name, I want the date it was founded, who founded it, and what else could I put in there? Types of goods produced. So I'm going to go and make, it's going to be 4 wide. And it's going to be 13 long. So I want the colony name, date founded, who founded, and economic activity. Basically, what did they do to make money? Okay, so, and I can start filling these in. Well, I can have the students fill these in. The one thing I just noticed, though, is I made this 13 long. So if you notice, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, it went on to the next page. I'll get rid of my map so it all fits on one thing. So I only have 12 boxes here, and I'd like a 13th one. Otherwise, the kids will get very frustrated. So what I can do is I'm going to just right-click or control-click, and I can insert a row below. I can also insert another column if I want to. I can delete the row. I can delete the whole table if I want to. So I'm going to insert a column or insert a row below this. And now I have 13. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then my titles. And there you go. So the other thing I'll note is maybe the date founded. I don't need this much space. So what I can do is if I go over here to the right and put my cursor right over the line, it turns into this double arrow thing. I can scooch this over because I'm not going to need all that space for somebody to put, 1607. Okay, I don't need that much room, so I can make that even smaller. Who founded it? I can go John Smith. And same deal, that doesn't need to be that big, so I can scooch this over as well. And now I've got all this space for economic activity. Colony name, I can make that a little smaller as well. And again, I just put it all together. And now I have all this space for economic activity, which is going to need more room. So this is Virginia. All right. And that is just a simple way to organize your data. You can do this with a parent roll sheet and have all the names right here with the phone numbers, the addresses, the emails. You can do this for just about anything where you want to sort out information in an organized way. So now what I'll be able to see is when I give this to the students, I can just at a glance see, okay, she didn't put the date founded for, Pennsylvania and didn't put who founded Georgia. So you can just kind of see it right there without having to kind of read a whole wade through the organization of kids, which is not always easy. Quick fun things you can do with it. These would be a little nicer if they're bolded. I'd like them centered. And then also to set this apart, I can right click in here with all these selected. I'm going to go to Table Properties. And there's some extra stuff I can do. I can choose the background color of the cell. So I want to make that I'll make it a nice light color, light green. And again, you can see the other things, table borders. We'll look at another way to do that in just a second. So I'll hit OK. Back out of there. Ooh, that looks pretty spiffy. The other thing about this is you notice these are sort of centered in the cell oddly. So if I go to Table Properties again, Cell Vertical Alignment, let's put them in the center. And now it's a lot prettier, a little more even. I can set it down at the bottom if I want. Another bit I can do with this is, let's say I'd like this. I want to pick, and this is kind of a new thing. I'm going to select the bottom edge of this. So it highlighted this line. And up here what I can do is I can change this border color, which I kind of don't want to mess with. Black is fine. But I can make it wider. So right now it's 1 point wide. Let's make it 3 points wide. So it looks nice and thick, and it separates it from my heading from everybody else. So anyway, just fun things to make this pretty. I'll make that bigger. Center it. Here are my instructions. And that's it. So just like that, spiffy little easy worksheet.